And then what happened? The Muslims, they are begging around the earth, using the trash of Europe and the trash of America. And sadly, I have to say, there's a lot of trash in the West. I saw a protest in Amsterdam, a video on YouTube. All of them, they are a bunch of hippie blonde people, and they have like a drum in their hand. I mean, it's just a joke. Like those, you know, you see them, the Buddha style, you know, hitting in this in a drum, little drum. I mean, what about you take your dish with you from home? So it's a bunch of stupid people who do not even know what they are protesting for, or what they knew, that there is civilians are dying. I saw Abdul, supposedly he is not Abdul, you know, but he is Abdul from the trash, who support the terrorists without knowing they are supporting terrorists. About how a representative from Florida, let me see if I can find the video. She was crying. There is 10,000 civilians died. And then right away, you ask yourself, why she did not cry when there is 1,400 people died? You cry for who exactly? And on who? How come you have tears for the criminals? Because whatever people say, Hamas is the people of Gaza. And you know the hypocrisy, they keep saying to you that there is a civilians. And then you ask yourself, okay, who are the civilians? Who are they? The one they were dancing when Hamas they took over? If I play the videos that are there, you don't need me. You do not need my videos. They are all over. They were thanking Allah. Women, children's, the same they did in 9/11. And then they say to you, those are the civilians. What civilian mean? By law, is if you hide a terrorist, you are a terrorist. If you cover up for a terrorist, you are a terrorist. So all this time, those civilians, they work in the hospitals which is owned by United Nations. And not a single civilian reported to United Nations or to the media that those people, they are using the hospitals as place for fight.
You're terrorists.
This is the spokesman of the Israeli army. Behind him, this is a school. In fact, anyone who read Arabic can see it. Even they have, it says there in the right building, they have a printing facility for a school. And what else? Let us see.
Who is the head of the operational naval operations that led the raids into Israel. His house is right next to a school. His house is 200 yards from the hospital of Rantisi. Next to his house, there is a tunnel.
This is the tunnel going under the hospital of Rantisi. Which means now the Israeli
Now
army
I want to
is
show
taking
you
over.
an operational tunnel. The tunnel is built with electricity. We first saw the solar panels, then the electricity goes here, and it goes down directly to the tunnel. Now you can see the tunnel. You can see the tunnel. The tunnel is let down more than 20 meters down. The robot found a door that is bulletproof.
Guys, look how I mean, look how this tunnel, do you know how much this cost? This is very deep. All is concrete, done in a very nice way, and if you can tell, there's an elevator. Do you see the elevator weight? Electricity, water is coming from the hospital. All of this is coming from the donation, which is coming from the stupid nations like Europe and America. American until now, they are sending money. Even now, those donkeys in America, they're still sending money to so-called civilians. But isn't it Hamas are civilians too? What do you mean civilians? You give them money, they curse you second day. If there is one single person in Gaza, don't curse America. If there is a single person in Gaza, don't curse the West, all the West. Every single Western person, unless you're a Muslim. Western are stupid, mental people. And I'm speaking in general about those liberals. And most of Europe today are liberals. You know, in Europe, there's a trend. If you are a conservative, a rich man, Christian conservative, they call you far right. They have title for you, you know, to frame you. Far right, right away. If you speak against Islam, you are Islamophobic. Title, right away. So they can, you know, duct tape your face like, you know, he is nobody. This is Islamophobic. Oh, this guy is a far right. So he's fascist, he is a Nazi. They give you all the title they want. But in reality, they are the fascists. They are the one who support Hitler and the people of Hitler, because those are the people of Hitler. You know, when the United Nations sent money to Yasser Arafat, now he became the president of so-called Palestine because the stupid Israeli, they signed an agreement with him. Yesterday he was a terrorist, the day after he became Mr. President. This is how stupid the Israeli, this is how desperate they are for peace. They thought they can have peace by signing an agreement with those evil people, terrorists. So they signed an agreement. What Yasser Arafat did, the first book he printed for free by the money which is coming from United Nations was the book called in Arabic Kifahi, for Hitler, My Struggle, and was given in every school. You will find the picture of Hitler everywhere. Western, not only they are mentally ill, and if you are a Western, don't be upset from me, you know I'm talking about who. They have a very short memory. If you go and watch the videos we are talking about, we will see that those civilians, they were dancing, praising Allah. If I search right now, for October 7 attack, am I going to see fighters dancing or civilian dancing? The fighter they were killing, the civilian were dancing. I'm just, you know, trying to find a video. YouTube will not give us like, you know, your video is not rated, so I have to see them before I put them. They were dancing, they were looting, They were celebrating, happy and excited. We found this one here. Palestinian, you know, look at the titles. It says group. What is that, a group? I mean, the group. Palestinian in Gaza Strip celebrate Hamas attack. So the fighter of Hamas already, they are inside Israel right now. And who are they, those people here? Those are the civilians. Going in the street by cars, stealing from Israel, dancing and praising Allah. See how many civilians are celebrating? Happy, it's a happy day. Peep, 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 they just won the game. Those are the civilians. So is the civilians are part of the attack or they are not? What civilian mean? Let us go back. This is another civilian video. Hold on. I mean, look how all of them, they are civilian. There is not a single one is holding a gun. All of them, they are civilians. Allahu Akbar. Those are the civilians of Gaza, and this is Gaza. And he is singing to who? Al-Qassam. You know, he is singing. He was singing to Al-Qassam. The Qassam is the one who did the attack. It's the name of the brigade of Hamas. And then they said to you, they are civilians. All of them, they are civilians. Here, we find more civilians celebrating. We will go back to the tunnel under the hospital, just to show you the civilians. The civilians, this is Hamas chief. Celebrate. Celebrate where? In Qatar, you know, this is where the terrorists live and enjoy it, you know. In fact, Israel should attack Qatar before they attack Gaza. They should hunt the filthy ruler of Qatar because he is behind all this garbage, him and the Iranian and Erdogan. They are showing him the attack, and those are the civilians. They are celebrating. Do you see the civilians? The civilians, they start beating the kidnapped women and children from Israel. Those are the civilians. Look at the children. Do you see the civilian? This is a child. He's a civilian. All of them, they are civilians. All of them. This is a civilian too. And this is the title of the video. Hamas chief prostrate in joy as Palestinians celebrate attack on Israel.